What is the role of women in leadership? And they give the example of pastor, elder, deacon. What is the Reform view?
I would say not just the Reform view, but the Bible's view is that the function of the eldership, not just the title or the status, but the function of the eldership for teaching and ruling in the church is reserved not just for men, but for qualified men. And there's a difference. They're fine, godly men that do not bear the qualities for the office of the eldership. And that the Apostle Paul is crystal clear about that. He speaks to it on more than one occasion, and he speaks to it in a cross-cultural context. It would be very easy to say, well, Paul was just drawing on his Jewish experience, but it is when he's writing to Timothy in a cross-cultural setting, in a setting in Greco-Roman culture where if there was ever an opportunity to make a break from something that was culturally relative in the function of the church, that was it. And it's in that context that Paul says, I do not permit a woman to teach. And so with regard to the leadership of the church, God has called qualified men to serve in the elder capacity in the local church. Now, good Christians differ on the involvement of women in diaconal ministry in the church. And there is, of course, a significant role for women in the mentoring of women in the congregation, in the mentoring of the young people of the congregation, and in working alongside of the deacons. Whatever you think of the diaconal issues in 1 Timothy 3, it's clear in 1 Timothy 5 that there are godly women working alongside the deacons in the mercy ministry of the church. And of course, there are also appropriate places and ways that a godly Christian woman can come along and be a tremendous encouragement even to a Christian minister, such as the case with Priscilla and Aquila and Apollos, where they were able to take him aside in such a way that did not demean the office of the church or the role relationships that God has established in the home and in the church. And Priscilla was able to be a blessing to Apollos.